Hello there today, and today we're about to discuss the important issue of no, Manchester United's 2-year Erling Haaland plan might be derailed by the concept and by the strategy of Ralph Ragnick. Why this can be derailed? That's what we're going to discuss today. So, as you know, that Manchester United currently, have been looking for the Borussia Dortmund player for a long time. Manchester United have been, trying to get him for a long time, but have not got their hands on him still. They haven't got their hands still on him. It's been an unlikely case. So, and from the Bundesliga, and they have tried their very best. And we also know that Ralph Ragnick was one of the, mentors of Erling Haaland. So taking that into account, we must say that this is a big issue, since Ralph Ragnick was the very mentor of Erling Haaland. So Manchester United have wanted Erling Haaland for a long time, and but the current situation looks like, their prospects of Haaland might be blocked. They might be blocked from having the prospect of playing Erling Haaland with that team. They might be blocked from it. According to the reports, they have wanted him a while. He was still at RB Leipzig until he moved to Borussia Dortmund. And they want to sign him from Dortmund in the coming summer. One of the significant issues that United will face right now is that reported 73 million clause of Erling Haaland, so that's a very, that's quite expensive. Dortmund will have many suitors who are happy to pay that 73 million pound. Many suitors, such as with Mino Raiola, his agent, you have many suitors who would love to who would love to pay that money. Dortmund will have many suitors who would love to pay that money, who would love to and Manchester United already has attackers such as Cavani, Sancho, Ronaldo, and many others, but what they need is a young attacker who can, take a strong stance, something they lack basically. Even if the price tag seems cheap, the deal won't be easy because all the big clubs want him. All of the big clubs in the world: Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Manchester City. Everybody is in line for Erling Haaland. All of them want him right now at their club. They want him. They want to play with him. So it won't be easy for them. It won't be easy for them to basically just get him. It's not like transfer clause given and there he's there. So it'll be quite tough. Solskjaer has created a mold of players. He has created a mold of players who would have performed quite well in the current United era. And he wanted to go for Haaland as well. But by the time he went for Haaland, he was not able to, his performance crashed, and Solskjaer basically lost his touch. So yeah, that is what happened. He lost his touch. So since Solskjaer is not available anymore, and we know that Ragnick was the direct mentor of Haaland. He was the direct mentor. He was like a father figure to Haaland. So since he was like a father figure, it's very obvious that that's with Solskjaer gone and with Ragnick in place right now. So this could be a very important issue. Now Haaland fits a Ragnick signing. He's young, he's insane, he has an incredible goal scoring capacity. He can play high pressing football. So everything into account, Ragnick fits, Haaland fits Ragnick philosophy absolutely perfectly. But the question is, can we get him? You know, that's a difficult issue. In 73 games for Dortmund, he has scored 71 goals and registered 26 assists. Hits of the ball movement is excellent, and but similar to current United striker Cristiano Ronaldo. You know, and as per different news views, news outlets, Manchester TV, United Stand, Manchester News, News Daily, we've seen the statistics are similar to that of Ronaldo. You know, as per different news outlets, daily news mails and sports newsletters and analysts, we've seen that Haaland's speed is similar to that of Ronaldo. It's similar to that. His off-the-ball movement is excellent, but similar to current United striker Cristiano Ronaldo. His pressing numbers could improve. However, at 21, it's still a question whether this is the only style of playing he wants to play, or is this the only style he wants to continue. That's one of the issues. So yeah, that's something we have to take into account right now. With being a summer signing, it's doubtful that Rangnick is still in the dugout, so that any signings will be made in conjunction with the new manager. Though no links exist yet, Jhonathan David has been impressing so far for Lille and is sure to have suitors in the summer. So Jhonathan David might be another signing that Ralph Ragnick might have in his books for the summer signing.
And that puts them in position. Well, the danger is still there.
So what we're seeing a trend here. Even before coming here, we see Ralph Ragnick targeting all the young talents, people who can press hard. Yeah. Rangnick is known for his shrewd signings and also for thinking out of the box. So out of the box thinking is something Rangnick is famous for. And his shrewd signings. So that's what we're being able to see here. The Haaland price is what will be the main issue in this case, and something Rangnick will have to consider, that whether it will be feasible to spend 73 millions on one single player, or you can get two players with that price, or two or even three players with that price. Because Rangnick has the history of signing young players, young fresh players, and then developing them. They may have a similar impact to Haaland for a much more reasonable price, allowing money to be invested in other areas. Jhonathan David has impressed for Lille with 10 goals so far in 14 games in the League One in the normal circumstances, and Jhonathan David might be another player who might be in target for Manchester United's transfer. Another player. The pandemic has decimated finances in French football, and there is a real possibility that Lille will have to sell players to balance the books. So currently, due to the pandemic, we know that the French football has been affected. And Lille will have to sell some players. And currently, Manchester United have made a deal of £213 with a computer tech giant, so they have a lot of money to spend and to buy some great players. So with this into account, what we might think is what we might think right now is that the forward can apply multiple the Ragnick could make a move for this 19-year-old, and the forward can play multiple different positions and would be a separate and a cheaper option than Haaland. So we are seeing a pattern here. Rangnick is trying to deviate from Haaland, since Haaland will be a very expensive option right now. So with the price of Haaland, he can get at least two good players to balance out the defense and the midfield of Manchester United, two of which seem to be the main problems right now. I mean, Manchester United's defense and their midfields seem to be two of the main problems right now for United. If these two are fixed, then United won't be having any issues further.
A glorious chance.
You know. So instead of getting Haaland for a 73 million clause, they can get 3 good players or 2 good players. So I think that would be a better and a new new conjunction. And going back to the Salisbury collection, Karim Adeyemi has been catching the eye this season of Rangnick. So Jhonathan David, Karim Adeyemi, these are also new players that he has targeted. And since he has targeted these new players, I mean, he obviously will go for the new players. So we are seeing a trend here. He's going for the great shaped new players. The forward can play in a multiple different positions and would be a separate and a cheaper proposition than Haaland. So this would also be a cheaper and a fantastic proposition to Haaland. So you see, this is what a great coach does. They don't call him the godfather of football without any reason. I mean, he does have an eye for young talent.
Well, how good was that? It's such a difficult piece of skill, which he made look so easy.
And finally, Rangnick could even domestically look at, Calvert-Lewin, who has been an essential part of Everton for the past few seasons. He can look at Calvert-Lewin, who has been a part of Everton for the past few seasons, but they haven't shown that deal of a performance anyhow. They haven't shown that performance or that fire. So look utterly devoid of ideas under Rafael Benitez. If they are dropped down to the table, Calvert-Lewin could be more susceptible to a bid from a top team. If Everton fall downwards, it's obvious that that they could Calvert-Lewin could love a bid from one of the top clubs, with a very high budget and with the best players. So yeah, that could be the case. So Calvert-Lewin, another great option. Overall, the transfer strategy of Ragnick may not be as apparent as United thought in the past. So Ralph Ragnick might bring in a complete set of new players if necessary. I mean, if it's needed, Ralph Ragnick might bring in a complete set of new players who basically will, who'll be very, very useful, not only in terms of that, not only, in terms of gameplay, but who will be very cost effective and once you can sell them at a fortune. I mean, if you can develop at least 2 good players, and bring them into great form, you can sell one of them and bring a great deal of money to your club. That would be an asset. That would be an asset. Overall, the transfer strategy seems to be absolutely unique and something that nobody has ever seen before. It's absolutely unique. I think with people going for big players, Rangnick is finding, players who are underdogs. The hidden gems, underdogs, players who are like hidden gems, with a very small budget. But they can be mentored up to an excellent form. So if he's able to succeed in his, ventures, I think Man United will be the best club in Europe. Nobody can stop them. They will be the best club in Europe. The best. That's what I think. So what do you think? Which striker should basically, which player should he get? If not Haaland, are these targets really good enough from Ralph Ragnick? If you think so, let us know in the comments section, and we'll be bringing in new views, new videos, and with the recent top news on Manchester United. You'll get inside news that most people don't cover. So yeah, so let us know what you want from us, and let us know what you can get from us. So we'll provide those to you, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Timing was perfect. Ball one.
So for today, that's enough. and we'll be coming on with the preview of the press conference of Carrick. Till then, take care.